Horford at this very moment still a free agent, a very attractive one, albeit I don't want to say his age, but in his veteran stage.
And from what I've heard, Al Horford is considering multiple teams, but also retiring. I believe he's in 2 seasons ago, right? To see what's going on with this organization, but that's what the second apron has done. I mean, that's the reality behind it, you know, and when you look at it again, it's one thing to go over the luxury tax, but it's something completely different to be penalized over $200 million. And again, I don't know any businessman.
Good help defense there by Lofton to cut off Rashad Johnson. That three comes off to Walsh. I can remember watching Lofton. We watch a lot of FIBA basketball too, especially at the youth level where Scheierman's jumper is off.
And you think about it, Wemby really at that point had his way with Chet, but he couldn't do anything with Kenny Lofton. And Lofton was doing the same thing to him that he just did to Khalil Ware, backing him down, getting his space, and knocking him off balance so he couldn't even contest his shots.
Man, Ware is holding Lofton like a grudge right now. And Scheierman says, I'll do it from deep. Got down the lane, couldn't lay it in. Celtics with 5-on-4 coming back. Scheierman walks into the three. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay at that end.
Don't mind that shot at all by Scheierman. Playing alongside Nick Smith Jr. in high school. You're talking about an elite high school team. Okay. Those two guys on there, both first-round picks.
They better have won the state championship with a big-time rebound.
Training camp in South Beach. And getting that call and say you're headed to Sioux Falls. And again, great environment in Sioux Falls. One of the best, organizations you can imagine. The city absolutely supports the Heat franchise, but man, it's a difference in climate.
And a lot of other things too. To the wing, Scheierman for three. After that bad scramble, he cashes out.
Making adjustments. Although he's 0 for 7 from the field, you'll take attacks to the rim like that.
Still looking for his first field goal, Corey. He's 0 of 7. Scheierman got to a strong hand. Great block by Johnson. Put that one on pause.
With a block, denying an opportunity, and almost saves it.
Speaking of third quarter alone, and Gonzalez finally sees the ball go through the basket. Larson got back tapped. Scheierman says, I'll just pull the three.
That felt good to him, though. You saw the way he stood there.
Ware with an impressive 12-9 stat line so far. On double-double alert. Scheierman off the wide action. Got to the rim for the layup.
Great recognition by
toughness.
Spent time with the Cap City Go-Go this year in the G League.
Chasing Scheierman around that screen. Got the miss. And Ware with the loose ball, manning the front court for the Miami Heat. That seems to be the way of the future in Miami up front.
And they had some great moments throughout this season. And, Bam, of course, trying to be that leader and give Khalil Ware this.
And one and done for the Heat. Boston last led when it was 11-8. That's for the lead. And it comes off to Cook. Coaches.
Yes, and of course they know he can do that. I'm sure we'll see much more of that this season. They want to make sure he's doing all the tough stuff as well as he shows off his finesse on the perimeter.
17 points, 11 rebounds, and a perfect 3 of 3 from deep. Scheierman with a logo 3. Great bounce and putback by Gonzalez. Wow, and
he thrived down the stretch for the Heat this season.
What an addition he was after the trade from Toronto. There aren't many better on-ball defenders in the league than Davion Mitchell.
I'll tell you what, he absolutely took over the play-in game that got the Heat into the playoffs in the overtime period, knocking down multiple threes. And we're so happy to see him have success.
Knocks down the second as well, lead up to 4. 2-possession game. Lofton will bring it across. Got Ware on the perimeter. Run a little inverted ball screen action. They got the switch. Into the corner, Scheierman. Man, he put Ware on a flight. And cashed out with the 3.
Toughness time and time again, but His biggest play of the game absolutely has been that three.
Celtics got to go quickly. Scheierman drives it in. He'll take the two. Miami has a foul to give. Boston doesn't.
Or didn't give you the gift of gab for no reason, my man.
They do on this inbound. Scheierman with a decent look, and that'll do it.
So Baylor Scheierman, the inbounds here. Interesting stat on him. First D1 player with 2,000 career points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists, and 300 made threes.
So you're telling me he does a little bit of everything. That's what you're trying to say.
Or a lot of everything.
Yeah, this too is true.
Scheierman from the logo.
Why not?
I told you. Daddy A in the corner. Short Scheierman going the other way. Scheierman. No. Up Porty all.
Right now the Knicks trying to figure out where their offense is coming from.
Scheierman with the denied defense takes the bump and gets the basket. Pays off. So Baylor Scheierman controlling the offense for the Celtics. He has 2 steals already. A 3 made. Can't make that one.
That's what we see.
Celtics having some issues getting this one in bounds. Scheierman cutting back door. And Scheierman now 0 for 5, 0 for 3 from long range.
Yeah, Beauchamp will probably be better off if he's able to find a layup or some free throws. Just
I think we can be a good basketball team.
Can you take us to the human side of it with Jason Tatum? Because here's a player that we've all seen develop from the very first time he was drafted into this league and be able to become a champion and a perennial 75% of his challenges. Porty loses it inside. Joker going the other way. Scheierman open look. And he's short.
well.
And a sloppy inbounds pass. Scheierman beats the buzzer with a hook shot.
Oh, wow. It almost went in.
Kolek tossing it up.
Oh, wow.
Gautier can't put it in.
And that's just been what the Knicks offenses look like in a nutshell. In the first half, and Scheierman misses that one, but Knicks have a great transition layup. Can't knock it down.
But here it is, the putback. Bamakola, like you said, 16 points. Scheierman, ISO and Gautier. Behind the back, attack, pull up.
Nice take.
Good.
Nice take.
Porty.
Porty throwing it down with authority.
That got Mikal Bridges to stand up on the baseline. Scheierman driving, turning, not connecting.
And we've talked about the state of the Eastern Conference. Do you think they're the favorites now to make a run to the finals out of the Eastern Conference?
If you're going with the team with the best record last year, as Grant pulls up, you'd have to go Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
If you go on paper, you probably go Cleveland Cavaliers. But if you look at Scheierman
nice
past
job.
him.
Talk about Karl Anthony Towns. As we see it, Grant knocked down the triple. But getting back to the Knicks, you understand that teams are going to attack those two guys specifically. And it's going to be very hard to hide two guys of that caliber on the defensive end.
Great point.
They're playing the Celtics, and when they would swing that ball to the perimeter, it was always like a 29 or 31% three-point shooter that was getting that shot on the weak side corner. So that's a hard way to make a living. Orlando, one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league last year. Obviously, they've done a lot this offseason to change that.
Baylor Scheierman with the right.
He was named interim head coach with 9 games left in the regular season, and now is the full-time head coach. Celtics basketball here. Scheierman didn't take long. Shot no good, but the putback is right there
to the offensive glass.
Here's Cam Spencer looking for a cutter underneath. It gets tipped away, and it'll be Celtics basketball with a 2-0 lead. Scheierman on the drive. Scheierman, lefty off the window, bucket in the foul. And there's Scheierman. Pressure.
Well, we talked about this a little yesterday. I do think that you're going to see more and more teams extending their pressure. Teams tend to play 8, 9, 10 guys now, so you want to put as much pressure on the basketball as possible.
Scheierman drives, flips it up. That flip doesn't go. Here comes. So what's at stake here for the Memphis Grizzlies? As Wells tries another three. He's 0 for 3 from distance. Grizzlies have all of their 15-man regular season roster spots accounted for once all of these contracts get official, and we'll talk about who those players are throughout today's broadcast. Scheierman, lefty stroke is no good. Bacon has a rebound for Memphis. It's played 45 NBA games, split between Memphis, Utah, and most recently with Philadelphia. Scheierman hoists it up. Doesn't go. Boston basketball here, 47-36, Celtics lead it.
Yeah, a lot of times when you hear front offices and coaches talking about playing differently, you immediately just think offense. But a lot of times they're also talking about from a defensive standpoint. Remember, it's not just the point of attack defenders that they lost. They lost a lot of rim protection as well. So it's going to change a lot of things in terms of what they do from a defensive standpoint as well.
Gonzalez loses it, gets it back. Scheierman, the three, is no good. Ball tipped around, and there's a whistle underneath. That's going to be a foul on Amari Williams.
When you put Jalen Wells in a rotation where you're now asking his role to be different, I think that's what we saw last year, because he's not going to be a guy that they asked to initiate their offense or they're going to run their offense through. But with his positional size, his catch and shoot ability, his physicality, his ability to defend it, I think there's going to be opportunities there for him to produce.
He'll be out.
Okay. All right. That means it's just one-on-one.
Well, you think it takes two to cut this? Scheierman now 1 of 6 from 3. Thank you to Stephanie for giving us the why.
With the off arm.
Refs have been busy today.
Yeah.
I like to see that.
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer we not see busy officials.
Scheierman on the drive.
I like the players
turnaround.
to be busy.
Big men are battling down low. It comes Fleming, right side. Jones. Scheierman all over the place getting the basketball. Scheierman off one leg. Bassey looked like did he go over the top, or was he free throw line? And Tyler Burton hits the jumper.
I wanted to hear more about Lawson's name. It's got a flow to it.
Lawson Lovering. Yeah. Very presidential. Scheierman off. Knocks down the free throw, so it is a 72-66 game. 7:20 to go. Mentioned the Celtics struggles at the rim today. In the paint, Boston is shooting GA just 13 of 27.
That is not a recipe for success.
Scheierman continues to struggle from the outside.
We do have an update. Lawson Lovering, his middle name is Malcolm.
There you go.
I would not have guessed that.
Malcolm Lovering.
Yes, and I have further news, guys. His mom, Lynn Fox, played basketball at Fresno State, and dad, Bill Lovering, played basketball at Colorado Christian.
Okay, I'm already a fan. But they went to my coach's alma mater, Fresno State. That's what Tark did. That's impressive. And coach, that's right.
Scheierman, another missed opportunity inside the paint for the Celtics. Listen, Boston. There's Cam Spencer. Floater. Scheierman comes down with it. And Gonzalez went down. Scheierman. Bassey comes down with it.